The Greek mathematician and philosopher Pythagoras, who you might remember from geometry class, had his very own cult. Followers lived communally, studied the cosmos, and ate vegetarian. But unlike today's vegetarians, they also avoided beans. This wasn't just a quirk. Like the ancient Egyptians and Romans, they considered broad beans, also known as fava beans, a supernatural symbol of death. And due to a deadly allergy, the beans likely deserved their reputation.
The fava beans in Greece remain common, but only after 1492 were other well-known beans, including green beans, kidney beans, and lima beans. The food historian Ken Albala writes, "When bean is used in European texts before 1492, it is almost always the fava. They were grown throughout the classical world for millennia, an important protein source. In their pods, fava beans. Although one of the first crops cultivated in history, many cultures have a mixed favorite feeling." Herodotus, the Greco-historian, wrote that Egyptians had refused to grow boars. Although this is not true, beans have often been used for sacrifice and subsequent.
The aversion of Pythagoras to beans has always been highly regarded, even by old writers. According to Pliny, since they are flesh-like, they thought that fava beans can contain the souls of the dead. Some of the faithful thought the plants connected to earth and Hadon supplied human souls with ladders due to their black-tailed flowers and hollow stalks. Reincarnation and the soul of the beans caused fava beans to eat near cannibalism. Aristotle went so far as to write earlier. He wrote that the bulbous form of the boobs represented the whole universe is a potential reason for the ban. However, there were a lot of fava beans in other Greeks and Pythagoras.
This may look funny, but a field of fava beans can spell certain death for certain people. Some researchers believe that the history of fava beans might be rooted in favism, which is a more common genetic disorder in the Mediterranean than anywhere else. The people who favor hemolytic anemia develop from eaten favas or even from their flowers to inhale pollen named for the triggering bean. Red blood cells begin to collapse after consumption or contact, which can cause anemia, jaundice and even cardiac failure. 1 in 12 people still died of favism today.